Hello, America, FBI and CIA agents, and fellow cult members. Welcome to Culture Club USA. I'm Debrava. And today's riddle is, hive-minded liberal suckers fall for soul-sucking schemes that are fleeting, while hive-minded single mothers open doors for which there is no known meaning. While the water boils to steam, the fog clutters reality. Simple thoughts destroy minds and further stifle morality. Okay, in today's episode, Brian of the Whatever podcast battles with a single mother about the wiles of her worldly ways. Let's get into it.
Let's go to Mecca. Mecca, you said, why do guys think that just because you had something casual with them that you want to move things further? Like, can we keep things chill, no label, be cool, not looking for anything more?
Yeah, because I feel like some guys, like, if you think they're cute or like you hooked up with them, I feel like they think as a girl, like you're more emotionally like attached. And it's like, no, you're just cute. That's it. That's all. Like, I don't want to be anything with you. I don't want to further this. But like, I feel like they get that like, you know, you want to keep talking to them. It's like, yeah, we can still be friends, but that's it.
Are you saying that you're using men for sex and they're having a problem with that?
They do that to us too. I mean, I get the problem when they're like, well, they like automatically think that I think, or girls in general think that, oh, she wants more. It's like, no.
Do you think that the assumption...
Why do girls... Let me take that back. These are not girls. These are women. Why do women think it's cute to be promiscuous and sloppy and be everybody's like 34th, sex partner? I mean, why? I'm just like, when did this become the norm? It is so grotesque. And nature proves me right, okay? Because no man wants a woman that has slept with 100 people. Okay, ask any man. If you could choose the virgin or the woman that slept with, 300 men, he's going to choose the virgin every time. I mean, why are you broadcasting this? And why do you actually believe what you're saying? It is so disgusting and unnatural. Seriously. And what a waste. Because, I mean, look at this. This girl is really beautiful. What a waste. What a waste.
Assumption is correct that most women tend to pair bond with men, obviously, like during sex, and that's why they expect the woman to become more emotionally attached? Or do you not believe that that's a fair assumption?
I mean, I've met girls like that, but I've also met girls like that have the same like idea as me, as like you can still like hook up or like be casual and like leave it at that.
Would you say that that's a masculine quality for a woman to have, to use a man, to want to use someone for sex?
I guess I never really thought about it that way, but because guys,
women are becoming hyper masculine. Do you feel?
Hello? I mean, she had to think about that. No, there's no to it. Yeah, it's a masculine trait to want to hook up with somebody and never see them again or care. Okay, like, can you imagine? Something? Let me explain something. Okay, this is what is so grotesque about this. Females carry children. Okay, this is why females like this should never have kids. Never have kids. Because you don't feel anything. You're numb to everything. You're numb to society. You're numb to whatever. So how do you mother a child when this is how your mentality is? Okay? I mean, this is so gross.
More empowered by like going around and sleeping with men and then sort of almost getting back at them and sort of using them for sex, because girls so often use men for sex.
Heaven forbid these men want a relationship. Oh my God, these fucking
they're
scumbags,
terrible
dude.
people.
These
man.
fucking scumbags
No, but they
wanting a
don't. That's the
relationship with you,
thing.
Mecca? Fuck those guys.
Wait,
fuck those
aren't you-
pieces of shit.
You're a single mother, aren't you? So you're a single. Wait, you are, right? Yeah. So you're a single mother and you're not looking for, like, actively not looking for a relationship.
Yeah, no, I don't even like hook up. I'm like saying that.
Excuse me. You're a single mother and you're not actively looking for a father for your child. You are literally retarded. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm saying it. I don't care. Think about it. Are you nuts? So let me get this straight. You're a single mother. So how are you paying the bills? I mean, did a football player knock you up? I mean, like, what, what is the deal here? So you want to work, have to provide, you're sitting on the whatever podcast, so that tells us everything we need to know. I mean, how are you generating income? Only fans? Just curious.
Like when I was like younger, like I noticed like a lot of guys be like, they think you want more, and it's like, no, like we could just, fucking move on.
From all of my experiences with single mothers, I feel like I can tell you with 100% certainty, every single mother that I have had an interaction with was desperate to be in a relationship. That's a personal thing. So I can say that you are, I get hit up by single moms a lot. I can genuinely say you're the first single mother I have ever met that wasn't actively looking to get into a relationship.
Yeah, because I feel like for me also, it's like, I don't want to introduce another guy into my kid's life.
So then don't be with a guy, period. How about that? How about that? Because you chose to get yourself pregnant while not being in a committed relationship. Anybody that's seen my show, everyone understands that I don't believe in legal government marriages. I don't believe in the government controlling your marriage, okay? But that does not mean that you can't be married to somebody. That doesn't mean you don't go to a church and have a wedding. That doesn't mean you're not in a totally committed relationship. I mean, this is so sad what society's become. And it's just mind-boggling to me that she's actually sitting on the whatever podcast discussing it like this and like without a care, without a thought that her child is actually going to see this at some point and be like, what are you, nuts? I mean, do you actually think that her kid doesn't want a dad? Okay, let's be real here, okay? Yeah, the kid wants a dad. Definitely wants a dad.
Why?
Because I would have to like get to know you for like a good while, because that's just like a different level.
But don't you think that the kid having a father figure is...
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have to keep stopping this. I have no choice. This girl just... Does she even realize what she just said? She would have to, in order to get in a relationship with somebody, okay, she would have to get to know you for a real long while, but not to sleep with you. Oh my God.
Kid having a father figure is
Well, she still has her
important.
dad just because we're not together.
Okay, so you guys split the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so she does have a father
Yeah.
figure. Okay, but you obviously broke it off with this man because you thought that he had characteristics that you didn't like, that you didn't really want to continue to be associated with. So why would you let that rub off on your daughter instead of going out and actively seeking to find like a masculine man that can be a good
That's funny
example
because
for your
people ask
kid?
me that. Well, I broke it off with my kid's dad because he cheated. So people always say, oh, you're not a good example. I'm like, well, I wouldn't want my daughter to stay with someone that cheated on her, especially while you're pregnant, dealing like with like being a mom for like the first 4 months. I wouldn't want my kids to go through that. So
wouldn't you want to find another man that wouldn't do that
Yeah,
would
but-
instill those values in your child?
yeah, but that's not my priority right now. And also like,
Well, first of all, hold on. Let me just explain a little something here, okay? Let me just put this out there, okay? You get what you give, all right? In a lot of cases, in a lot of circumstances, okay? You are sitting on the whatever podcast announcing to the world that you sleep with men and use them for sex, okay? So what is the difference between you doing that and your husband doing that? And what you've changed, or I don't even know if no, not her husband, her ex-husband, the father of her child, okay? So isn't that what you were probably doing with him? I mean, really? I mean, think about what I'm saying. How do you expect a man to respect you that you just sleep with? Oh, whatever. I mean, seriously, you expect him to respect you now just because you got knocked up? No, that's not how it works, okay? Respect is earned. And behavior like this doesn't just start after the fact, okay? Your husband or your baby daddy, excuse me, I'm not going to say husband because clearly, your baby daddy didn't just start cheating on you and then it just sprung something in your brain to say, I'm just going to start sleeping with men just to have sex. No, you've been like that for a long while. And no one respects you. That's why you're a single mother. Oh, that poor child. Yeah.
like, you don't have a kid, right?
No, I do not.
So I feel like once you do have
I'm
a
a
kid, you're
virgin.
kind of
The
lies.
immaculate conception.
That would be, I am the
like,
virgin Brandon.
That's a
I feel
lie.
like the
He
people
steps
you
into
want
a room
around
and
your
the chick's already
kid,
pregnant.
like You don't want everyone around your kid. Like, you wouldn't want everyone around your kid. You wouldn't want just any guy meeting your kid all
So you'd have to vet them.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Do you think that... I have a question for you. Do you think your kid would approve, or would you approve of your kid, like, being who you are right now, going out and like sleeping with guys and not looking for a relationship?
Well, right now,
is it
I'm
a
not
daughter?
sleeping with
It's a
guys.
son, right?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. Okay,
Yeah.
so perfect. That fits the analogy. Would you want your daughter going out and sleeping with multiple men, not looking for a relationship?
If she wants to do that, if she wants to just,
Okay.
who am I to tell her no? She's
Okay.
gonna be a grown woman.
You think you'll say that?
Okay. Disgusting. Okay, this is why like I said earlier, she doesn't deserve to have a child. That's not how you raise a daughter. That's not how you raise a son. No morals, no accountability. So you got knocked up. So just, you're cool with your daughter going and doing the same. See, this is how the cycle keeps going. Okay. You don't teach your daughter, like, look, don't make the same mistakes mommy made. Okay. Don't be just sleeping around with men. Find somebody that you love. Find a companion. Find someone that respects you. It's important to be respected. Is she saying any of these things? No, she's like, oh, girl, you want to go satisfy your body at 12? Go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable.
When you're older, when she's out there doing that exact same thing, do you think
as
you'll
long
give her that
as,
advice?
she's over 18 and it's consensual and she can fuck who she wants to fuck. I don't care.
No, that's very interesting. It's just interesting.
What do you think her, just a quick question. Like, let's say that you were with a good man. What do you think he would say?
Wait, what?
If you were with a good man, right, who was like an excellent role model for your daughter, what do you think he would say?
My
If that
kid's
same
dad
question
or
was posed to him.
my kid's dad or the new guy?
No, that's not what I asked. Listen closely to what I'm asking. If you were with a very good man, what do you think his response to the same question you were just asked would be?
Andrew, she can't even conceptualize the thought of that. Okay? That's why she can't answer the question. Her with a good man, she's like, wait, what? Hold on. What? Wait a minute. A good man with me and a good man? Huh. Hold on now. Explain that again. I mean, this is how delusional she is. She's so brainwashed with feminism, okay, that she doesn't even think that's possible subconsciously, which is why she can't answer the question.
Asked would be.
I don't think he could say anything because that's not his kid. So I wouldn't even allow him to be in that place to say anything to her.
So then if you were with a good man, you would say that the good man's place was not to tell his stepdaughter not to be promiscuous?
I feel like a good man for me would have the same ideas and beliefs.
So the good man.
Not
for
sure
you
why
is
that
where you-
triggered again, but okay.
A good man to me would someone that's like-minded and thinking. So if I don't care what my kid's doing and that's not your kid, you shouldn't care either.
Well, why would he ever want to be in the position to be a stepfather to your kid if he was not in a position of authority?
That's Andrew, well said. Why? Well said. Think about it. So, hold on. This is crazy. What he's actually saying is super important. Think about it. Think about how difficult and annoying. Think about what it's like to have to get into a relationship with a single mother to begin with, okay? With a child, okay? Single mother now. Have to deal with that kid, all the responsibilities that come with the child, and not have any authority over disciplining that kid. Can you imagine that? That's called living in hell. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what he's saying? I mean, he couldn't have said it any better. I mean, it's delusion. Like, what are you looking to do? So is it just women's goals now to just be single mothers? So we just want to work harder. We just want to be in positions where we're constantly working against life. Unbelievable.
Well, to a certain extent, but...
Well, what extent? He's not allowed to have input on her promiscuous lifestyle? Like, what?
If she's over 18, no, because she's an adult.
Why not?
She can make her own decisions.
I'm sorry, do you have a mom in your life?
Yeah.
Does she give you advice?
Yeah.
Aren't you over 18?
That doesn't mean I have to listen.
Yeah,
But what does she tell you?
I asked what he would say, not if she would listen. Is it your mom's place when she gives you all that unasked advice that you don't fucking care about? Where you're like, shut up, Mom. I'm tired of hearing this. I hate enough, Mom. Enough. Just get out of my business, Mom. No, but she doesn't care. She gets in your business anyway because she loves you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so don't you think a good man would do the same thing?
Yeah, but most parents don't really, like, I don't talk to mom, like, she doesn't ask me about, like, sex and stuff, like, but every parent and a child has, like, a
Well,
different
hang on.
relationship.
Is it that she wouldn't care, or is it that you omitted? Like, if you went to your mom and you were like, hey, Mom, you know, like, I'm sleeping with a lot of dudes, would she be like, yeah, you should stop doing that?
She would probably be like, girl, why are you telling me this?
Really?
Andrew, her mother is walking down the Hollywood Strip right now. Okay? Looking for leftovers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about food that the restaurants left out. I mean, really? Come on. We already know what her mother is. I mean, does it take a rocket scientist to figure this out? I mean, call me nasty. Say what you want about me. I don't care. All right? You raise these children. These women, these girls. Look, here's the thing. You either raised them or you let the schools raise them. Okay? Either way, it's your fault. Because if you let the government raise your child into this thought we're looking at, or whatever you want to call her, because she is literally disgusting, okay? If you let the government do that, it's your fault. If you raised her or didn't raise her, which it goes both ways, you either raised her to be this, or you ignored her because you were too busy worrying about yourself, which is not raising your child, it's your fault, no matter which way you look at it. Okay, this is not like a situation where you have a kid, the kid went, got around the wrong crew of people, ended up on drugs. It's a difficult situation. You try and try and try. No. This is something totally different. Okay, this is parents having children that have absolutely no business raising them. Period.
Really?
Yeah.
She wouldn't give you advice like stop doing that?
She would probably just say, are you being safe about it? But she's not like, like that to say anything like negative about it.
You think that that's good parenting?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not really her place.
Yeah. What? I mean, where does her place end?
What do you mean?
Actually, you know what? See, he just said, do you think that's good parenting? Watch.
Thing like negative about it.
Watch.
You think that that's good parenting?
You see that pregnant pause? You see what she just did here? Subconsciously, and maybe not even subconsciously, she knows it's not good parenting. See, kids, it's like, it's so weird. I see this in the city sometimes, right? Where parents want to be friends. It's like, look, my mother is probably my best friend, right? But my mother is the first one to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do this. You don't talk like that. That's how she raised me. And I respect her for it, which is why we're close. Kids want to be reared. They want to be disciplined. They need to be disciplined. She is an example of an adult who subconsciously or consciously resents her mother for not raising her right. That's it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not really her place.
Yeah. What? I mean, where does her place end?
What do you mean?
Well, like, do you ever call your mom and go, hey, I fucked up and I need some money? Or, hey, I fucked up and I need a place to stay. Or, hey, I need some help with this. Or, hey, Mom, can you help me with this? And you should do that because you're my mom.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but isn't the expectation the same if you're the kid? You hold the dignity and the charity of the entire family, and so our name lives on through you, so I have certain expectations for you. Isn't that totally reasonable, too?
Yeah, but what goes on, like, that type of stuff, that's not really, like, public information, so it doesn't really matter.
I need a final point on this.
All right. What I'm saying...
Public information. These girls are getting stupider and stupider. Brian, these girls it's dumber and dumber and dumb. Dumber and dumber. Brian, come on. Can we get some intellect here? A little bit more? You know, what happened to them fiery older ones? Like, come on. This is crazy. This girl is like dumb and just has absolutely no moral compass. No moral compass whatsoever. Lord.
Is that I think a good parent, step parent or not, if the answer is, what would the stepdad say if you're asked the same question? He was a good man. Your response is the same thing as me. I wouldn't stop her from being promiscuous and doing bad life decisions and things like that. I would say the opposite is true. If you had a good man, that he would say, no, don't be promiscuous. Stop doing all of this behavior. It's bad for you and bad for everybody else. I think that would be good parenting, adult or not. By the way, would you say, I would say that to somebody who wasn't my kid, who was an adult, right? What's actually wrong with that?
Well, how is exploring her sexuality, how would that be bad per se? If she's doing it safe and consensually, how would that be bad? If she wants to sleep and, discover what she likes, what she doesn't like, using
Let
protection.
me ask you a question. If you don't, here, just very quickly, Brian, if you have zero sex, none, what are your chances of contracting a sexually transmitted disease?
None, obviously.
What are your chances of getting pregnant?
None.
Okay, so then any sex is actually unsafe sex, isn't it?
Well, not if you're using protection.
Now, even if you're using protection cannot work, right? The pill may not work. You could still get pregnant. Condoms break, right?
The pill should be banned. Okay, first of all. Feminism created birth control. So birth control is for what? So women can go out and be promiscuous? Be whores? The pill, come on. Oh, I have bad cramps. I have my period. Yeah, and deal with it, okay? That's called life. Okay, so we have cramps. I mean, get over it. It lasts 4 days and you're done. I mean, this is unreal. It's like women are coddled at every level. The pill needs to be banned. Not only, I don't believe in it. I do not believe in it 100%. But you know why too? Because it's a chemical. And how many things have we read that birth control is giving women what? Breast cancer. You can't drive a block in New York City. Get in a cab. Look at anywhere you go. 90% of women will have breast cancer. What is this? How? How did it become that 90% of women are gonna inevitably get breast cancer? How? Could it be because 90% of women in today's screwed up society are on chemicals like birth control? The pill, the shot, the patch, all this crap. I mean, really, read the side effects. Oh, I'm going to take it because I'm going to clear my face up. Go to the dermatologist and get some Fraxel. How about that? I mean, really.
The only chance that you have of 0% is what? None.
Yeah, sorry. And I'm not trying to rag on you. I just think that, based off of the studies, all the studies that I've seen say that if you want your child to grow up like the best, to be the most successful, to be the best person, there's usually a very positive father figure, very positive female, like mother figure, in their life, giving them direction on what to do. And it sounds to me like the situation that you're putting yourself in, going out and engaging with hookup culture, is ultimately what leads to unplanned pregnancies, and even men going out and cheating and things along these lines. Just lack of like sexual control and control over your urges is ultimately what bleeds into these problems in the first place, and leaves a lot of children fatherless or motherless.
I don't think that hookup culture is positive in our society. I think that it's degrading our basic nuclear families, and I think that it's leading a lot of women to feel a false sense of empowerment when you're really giving up your power. I think that being abstinent, having a husband, waiting till marriage if you can, that is the best option. I also do think that stuff, like sex work, which this is going to be controversial, but I think that doing sex work, is leading more towards people's addictions and sins that would be avoided if there wasn't such a large industry for that. If there's no supply, there's still going to be demand, but there's not as much access to that. So I think that's degrading our culture.
When you say
No, that's all well said. She said that really well. And one of the most important parts of what she actually said, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is about power. Okay? When you act like a prostitute and you're a whore running around sleeping with the town, you lose power. You become powerless because people don't respect you. Okay? If you want to be powerful, you have to be respected. Okay? You have to be respected, ladies. And that means, first off, you have to respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself and your body is not a temple, who in God's name do you think is going to respect you? I'm just wondering, okay? You could have the most beautiful body. This woman has an incredible body. She's stunning from head to toe, okay? She doesn't even have one of them annoying, whiny voices. She doesn't talk like a Kardashian. She isn't the brightest bulb of the bunch. But I mean, if you cut out the sleeping around and the single motherness, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, you might have had something going for you there. But you threw it all away because feminists told you to. How sad.
In the name of equality, though, in your original message that you sent, I mean, what is the equality that you object to?
Can you go further with that? I don't completely understand your question.
Well, you said, I think I could be the voice of reason to millions of girls falling down the rabbit hole of today's societal norms inflicted upon women in the name of equality.
Right.
What components or aspects of equality do you object to?
I don't believe that giving your body to men is making you equal.
How does that, but how does that pertain to equality?
Because hookup culture is encouraging women to go out and basically be
Take your
men.
power.
It's saying, take back your power. Like, empower yourself by sleeping around with as many men.
Wait.
Who raised Brian? Brian is confused at that. He's like, hold on, wait a minute. Huh? Wait a minute. I mean, Brian, hello? I mean, where are you?
Wait. Back way up for me, dude.
Yeah.
Hookup culture. When you talk about culture, culture's people. Now, this is not like some intangible thing, this like product of the mind that you're talking about. When you say hookup culture, you're talking about people.
Yes.
People encouraging it.
Well, so what I'm talking about is feminism. Feminism is ultimately what's trying to encourage women to go out. I think men do it too. Like, I think that there are men involved, but I think that ultimately feminism nowadays is encouraging women, go take power of your own body, sleep with whoever you want to sleep with.
But I want to get her position, though. So you said it's societal norms inflicted upon women in the name of equality. What in the name of equality, what equality are you objecting to? I don't know how hookup culture pertains to equality.
So women are, arguing that by sleeping with men, you're taking back your power in sex, which is making that equal.
What's that have to do with equality, though?
Okay, so you're talking about equality in like the sexual connotation, right? Like equality in sex. So since women are now sleeping with whoever they want, men have slept with whoever they wanted for centuries. They were prostitutes. Like that was a very common thing. But now it's the average person that is just having sex without thinking of the consequences, or without having any restraint.
Wait, but hold on. But for an individual man to engage in a casual sex act, there's a corresponding woman also engaged in the casual sex act. There's always been equality when it comes to casual sex, because in order to have casual sex, there's two people.
Okay, but Brian, what are they not getting here? Brian, walk with me, okay? What are you talking about? There are women at different levels, just like there are men at different levels, okay? Some women are prostitutes, okay? Hello, you're never going to get respect. You're never going to be respected. You're a doormat. You're being used, okay? So back in the day, whatever, if women didn't want to give it to you, right? Right? The men would what? Take it or buy it. It's pretty simple. Or respect you and wait and work to get it. What is it that you don't get, Brian? That feminism has taught women that sleeping around being a man, getting a man's job, acting like a man, being an executive, sleeping with this one, doing what you want, doesn't make you equal to the man. That's the whole point. Now, of course, there are men that obviously want to push feminism too. Why? Because they want to get the milk for free. Why buy the cow? You get it? I mean, it works out well for the man. You could just sleep with a bunch of girls until you're 40 and then decide to get married, go marry a 16-year-old and then start your family then. Or get married, get sick of this one, get another. I mean, you understand what I'm saying here? What is it I don't understand what's going on here. What is so difficult to understand?
There's two people.
Okay, so
I don't understand what you're saying at all.
So it used to be prostitution, right? Like there were concubines, that was a thing, right? Throughout all of history, you can see prostitution. Now, women were always valued on their virtue, right? Like people used to literally take women and check their virginity before they could get married. That was a common practice.
Are you saying?
So I'm saying that
there's more prostitution, ergo that's equality.
No, I'm saying
men
that
aren't prostitutes.
No, that's not my point at all.
So what's your point?
Okay. Now what I'm saying is that it is the average woman who is acting as the average man has acted, which is not creating equality. It's breaking down the nuclear family. So by having women and men, agree into this symbiotic relationship of hookup culture, right, of sleeping with each other with no strings attached or very casually outside of the confines of marriage, it's against the Bible. So I don't agree with it because of that. But also, before I was even Christian, I didn't believe in hookup culture for taking back your power, which is what the feminist movement says, is sleeping with other men, dressing provocatively, that's going to bring back your power. I don't necessarily.
But what is the goal of feminism?
But it's bodily autonomy. And this is what feminism is about. Everything about feminism, okay, is this. The rules don't apply to women, but they apply to men. Bodily autonomy. Oh, women can have bodily autonomy, but we can also have bodily autonomy over you, men. I mean, seriously. So you go to war, you don't get bodily autonomy. Can you make it? If there's a draft, okay, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose. No, you got to either run to Canada way back in the day when the draft was, a thing. Get it? Get it? But women can decide everything. I mean, Andrew, I'm curious to see where you're going with this, because this is a very clear and concise thing. Feminism pushes women to be like men, and they use this as a narrative. We should be able to sleep around just like men get to sleep around. Now, is it right for men to sleep around like this and cheat? No, it's not. But not all men do that. That's a narrative too that feminists have put over men's heads, that all men are cheaters. I have never ever, okay, seen a society where every single man is a cheater. I mean, that's just ridiculous. There are a lot of men who actually just crave monogamous relationships. Okay? They're addicted to it. I mean, come on.
Excuse me?
What is the goal of feminism?
Now?
No.
Yeah, equality.
Equality.
Right. Yes.
So if they want equality, who do they want equality with?
Men.
And so that this must entail that they were oppressed by who?
Men.
So then this would entail that you believe that women also were oppressed by
Men.
So you believe that women have been oppressed by men?
Yes.
I see. Go ahead with your inquiry. I just want to get that out on the table.
No, I don't believe that. Okay, and he's interpreting it that way. But if she actually believed what she said, if she knew what she was actually saying, she would have answered no to that. Because what she's saying is that women have all the power. So how can women be oppressed if we have all the power? Hello? I mean, does everybody watch Cleopatra? I mean, where are you people? Come on. Come on. Feminism is also pushed by men because it takes women's power away. Hello?
Yes, yeah, I do believe that. I think in the past we weren't treated as equals. And that's fair. We were.
You're not supposed to be equals. Oh my God, this girl, now she's destroying herself. Now this girl is destroying herself. We are not equals. We never were equals. God did not make us equals. We don't want to be equals. We are above. We have more power. Can a man harvest a child? Okay. Can a man carry a child? Does he have a womb? Does he have instincts? Can he breastfeed? There are all kinds of things. Do men have lust over women? Yes. That's your power. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Now she's going to dig. Now she's just ruined it.
Wait, hold on. No. This is a little contradictory here because you're saying women were not treated as equals. This is unfair, but you're saying that today's societal norms inflicted upon women in the name of equality. So which is it? Is it equality bad or is it good?
I don't think that people should be having sex outside of marriage.
Bad for different reasons,
so
I guess.
I think that is not something that you should try to be equal with men. It's something that you should not allow that to be so mainstream in society. It's not that that's, arguing, if men and women should be equal. It's
wake up. I'm sorry. This episode's killing me. Wake up. I don't care if you're talking about men, women, transsexuals, transvestites. I don't care what the heck it is. I don't care if it's a dog, a cat. Okay? There is no such thing as equality. It's called life. Welcome to the real world. Okay? Okay? Yeah, everyone's not Elon Musk. Okay? That means there's no equality. You understand what I'm saying? Every president doesn't get persecuted like Trump. There is no equality. The rules only apply to some. Life is unfair. Okay? It's a challenge. And we're all given it. You understand? There is no equality, and equality is not good either.
that I don't believe that sex outside of marriage is okay. Like I don't personally agree with it. You know, it is a sin, and so that's why, you know, I've become celibate, is because of that, is because of the fact that, you know, I don't believe that that's okay. So no, I'm not arguing about equality as a whole. I'm saying women, you know, now the feminist movement is arguing that if you give your body to these men, then you are taking back your power, and that's not taking back your power. You're giving it away more. That is not at all what is, you know, the meant outcome by that. You're supposed to feel empowered. So many women will tell you, I've had friends confide in me, you know, hey, I hooked up with this guy, I felt like crap after, I cried. It's like, that is not taking back your power. You are giving yourself to a man, and that is a very serious thing, and that's why it's supposed to be in the confines of marriage.
Now this girl is like good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Look, another thing she just said, it makes perfect sense, right? Because nature, right? It is not natural for a female to sleep with a man. It's not natural. You're in the moment of that, right? You actually are powerless in a way, you understand? So the idea is that you have to get men to work for it, to respect that, to want it forever. And you have to keep that going. I mean, like, it is not natural for a woman to sleep with multiple partners. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not normal. It's not natural. Okay. There's not a single woman on earth that says that is telling the truth. They're all lying. Cause they don't feel good about it. For real.
Wait, can I ask her a question?
I think that's a great message. I have to move it on. You say you dated some top NFL, NBA, and millionaires, but ultimately ended up dating your best friend.
Yeah.
So you said you dated some top NFL, NBA players. How did you meet them? Can you guys not do the sidebar, please?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just from modeling, I did meet a lot of people that were, you know, quote unquote high status.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that that's something that should be, what women are going for, is what I was trying to say there. Is like, I found my partner who I believe will be my future.
I'm sorry, you're too far from the mic.
Okay. Sorry, I'm tall.
If you can, just try to remember.
Yeah. Okay. I found my partner who I believe to be my future husband in my best friend. You know, there were these quote unquote high status men that were pursuing me, and I don't think that that makes a man, you know, more eligible. I think that you should find somebody who you're compatible with on a mental and, you know, emotional level, rather than trying to chase the status or chase the money. Like, I don't think that it's okay. And I know, you know, there's a disagreement on the panel with that, but I don't think that you should chase a man just for money, you know.
You said you dated some top NFL, NBA. How many different NFL players did you date?
So when I say date, I mean, like, I went on a date with. I've realized very recently that people have a different idea of dating than I do, because I haven't dated that many people. I've been in serious relationships for most of my life.
Were you in a serious relationship with
No.
a NFL or a NBA player?
A professional soccer player, yes, and a professional hockey player. But
you were in relationships with
those
them?
were all very short, and I
NHL? Was he an NHL player?
Yeah.
And then what's the soccer, the American?
I mean, he was in Portugal, so that I don't.
Was he in is it the Premier League? Or Damien, do you watch?
Okay, girl, you're giving yourself away. He was in Portugal. Were you in Portugal? You're a model. You're traveling. Okay, these girls that are well traveled. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay, no. All right, no, and no. No. The answer is no. And you know what? Anybody that has children, right? When they ask you, can you go away? And you know, that's, you know, your friends, you know, whether you're homeschooling now, oh, we're going on a trip. No, it was, I remember like being young and going, Mom, can I go? And my father would be like, no, absolutely not. My parents would be the ones throwing the trips, going with us. But no, you're not going with so-and-so's family anywhere. Now, my brother could do whatever he wanted. He got to go over here. He's doing, you know what I'm saying? But girls, absolutely not. So, you know, you're a model, you're well-traveled, you dated a serious relationship with an NFL, a hockey player and a soccer player. Okay. Now, maybe you've learned your lesson and, you know, you're a Christian now and changing your ways. It seems to be that way, but, you know, I'm just saying.
Like European soccer.
And those were Those were all very short relationships. They were within a few months. I realized that I wasn't really interested in pursuing it
Was this
further.
before you were a Christian?
Yes.
Okay.
And I did not sleep with them, if that's your question.
You didn't sleep with any of them?
No, I was actually celibate before I was Christian.
Oh,
Those were my morals anyways.
I see.
I found Christianity, I found Christ after, but I have always believed that this is the way.
You also said you dated millionaires, plural?
I mean, I live in California now, but before, when I was modeling, I've been modeling since I was 16, and so I met a lot of high profile people. Again, when I say date, I mean I went on a date with, and I realized now that that's not very clear. Like, I've gone on multiple dates with people like this, and I've realized the only point of that message was that that's not what's important when it comes to a man. You should find somebody that you're compatible with. It doesn't matter their status, it doesn't matter what they look like, it doesn't matter their height, it doesn't matter, how much money they have in their pocket. You should find somebody that you can
Their height doesn't matter? You said you're a model, right? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
How tall's your boyfriend?
He's 6'4", but I've dated a guy who's, hold up, I've dated a guy who was 5'4", so to be fair.
But you said dated. Your definition of dating means a guy you went on a date with.
Yeah,
like, I could see a girl giving a 5'4" guy, like, maybe you access, some guys lie about their height, so you dated a guy, but he misled
I
you
knew
on his
height. I thought it was cute.
That's what every guy wants to hear. He's cute. But women say this shit like, oh, height doesn't matter. How tall's your boyfriend? He's in the 1 percentile. He's in the top percentile of height.
I'm in the 1 percentile, though. I'm taller than the average man, so you gotta give me some credit there. When I wear heels, I'm probably taller than you. I'm 5'10".
I don't care. That's fine. But you're 5'10"?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like,
I think it's
a guy taller than you could be 5'11" or 6 foot, which is much more common than 6'4". That's like the 99th percentile.
My boyfriend didn't pick his height, and I didn't pick him for his height. Like I know, he was my best friend for 2 years.
Oh, I don't. And then you ask the girl, okay, well, how tall is all your exes? How tall is your current boyfriend?
Okay, this is Brian right now really showing us all his insecurities. What does this have to do? Who cares, Brian? This is something you wanted to be 6'4" and you're not, and girls rejected you. And, I mean, come on, Brian. We already know you're sensitive, okay? The world knows you're sensitive. We got it. Move on.
Well, I don't care about how he's above. He's like in the top percentile of height.
That's fair.
It's like you say that, but the men you end up with, he's 6'4".
That's fair. That's fair.
It's crazy.
I mean, it does make it difficult with the boat because he doesn't fit headspace wise. So.
Oh yeah, you should disqualify him. How is he gonna live on the boat with you?
I'm gonna have to get a bigger one.
How's he gonna live? Yeah, you got to get a bigger boat.
I'm gonna have to upgrade. So.
All right. Is he a professional athlete or no?
No, he did play basketball, but he's not
in college.
Anymore. Yeah. Now he's
still
a pilot,
pretty up there.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool.
Oh my gosh. Brian, I mean, he always has to get in with, he always has to just go a little left, little sideways. Every episode never fails. I will say this though. This was a very good episode because it really shows you that even the blonde, right? Who she's pretty level-headed. She's got good morals, but you're still not really understanding power and how women really do rule the world. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if a man who hated women, who was a undercover gay, actually invented feminism. And we just don't know it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Ladies, get off birth control. It's killing you. We don't want to get cancer. I just can't. I can't with that whole thing. All right, ladies, please respect yourselves and demand respect from others. I'm Dubrava. I hope you guys had fun with me on this episode. And guess what? I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Take care.